Brain exercises are kind of like doing push-ups for the wrong person. You feel productive, you sweat a little mentally, you might even look smart doing Sudoku in a cafe, but your brain is not just a muscle. It's more like a suspicious detective constantly asking, is this important? Should I remember this? Or can I forget it and save energy for snacks? That changes everything. Because the real secret to sharpening your mind is not just making your brain work harder, it's making it adapt better. So let's go deeper than the usual do puzzles and drink water advice. Here are 7 real brain exercises and the hidden truths behind them. 1. Train attention, not just memory. Most people think they have a bad memory, but a lot of the time they just have bad attention. Because if your brain never fully focused on something in the first place, what exactly is it supposed to remember? That's like blaming your camera for a blurry photo after taking the picture while running. So the first brain exercise is simple. Practice holding your attention on one thing longer than your impulses want to. Even 2 minutes of real focus is more powerful than 20 minutes of fake multitasking. Your brain doesn't remember what you see, it remembers what you notice. 2. Use desirable difficulty. Now here's a weird truth. If something feels too easy, your brain stays lazy. If it feels impossible, your brain gives up and starts planning dinner. The sweet spot is what experts call desirable difficulty. That means the task should be hard enough to stretch you, but not hard enough to make you question your entire existence. That's where real growth happens. So whether it's reading, memorizing, solving problems, or learning a skill, don't aim for comfort. Aim for, ugh, I can do this, but I hate that I have to think. That's the zone. 3. Novelty wakes the brain up. This is why using your non-dominant hand, changing routines, or trying coordination drills can help. Not because your brain goes, wow, left-hand toothbrushing, we are evolving, but because novelty tells the brain, hey, pay attention, the usual map may not work here, and your brain loves updating maps. But random chaos doesn't count. Wearing socks on your hands while solving math problems is not advanced neurotraining. That's just you losing control of your morning. The real trick is deliberate novelty, new challenge, real focus, clear feedback. That's what sharpens the system. 4. Focus is more about not switching. People think smart minds are fast minds. Not always. A lot of mental sharpness comes from not constantly switching tasks. Every time you jump from studying to checking your phone, to replying to a message, to opening another tab, your brain pays a tax, a hidden tax, a tax on energy, clarity, and momentum. Basically, your brain becomes a browser with 47 tabs open and one of them is playing music, but you can't find which one. So one of the best brain exercises is not adding more stimulation. It's removing unnecessary switching. The sharper mind is often the calmer mind. 5. Sleep is the cheat code nobody respects. Here's the part people always ignore. You do not get better only while training. You get better when your brain processes and stabilizes what training created. And sleep is where a huge part of that happens. So if you do brain exercises, memory drills, deep learning, and focus training, but sleep like a raccoon with Wi-Fi addiction, your results will be disappointing. Sleep is not laziness. It's your brain hitting save. No sleep, no save file. 6. Your body is training your brain. 2. This one surprises people. A lot of brain health is not just mental, it's physical. Movement, blood flow, exercise, stress, blood sugar, even your cardiovascular health. All of these affect how well your brain works. So yes, brain games can help. But if you do memory drills all day, and move like a folded chair. You are making life harder than it needs to be. Sometimes the best brain exercise is a walk, not because walking is magical, but because a healthier body gives your brain better fuel, better circulation, and better recovery. The brain is not floating in a jar. It has a landlord. That landlord is the body. 7. The highest level brain training is identity. Now here's the deepest part. The sharpest minds are not always the ones with the most talent. They are often the ones who train themselves to stay with difficulty, to not run away the second something gets boring, confusing, or slow. Because focus is not just a mental skill, it's also a character skill. Can you stay with the page when your phone is calling your name like a toxic ex? Can you think deeply without needing instant reward? Can you be bored for long enough to become brilliant? That is elite brain training. Not just doing puzzles, but becoming someone who can hold attention, tolerate discomfort, and keep thinking when it would be easier not to. So here's the truth. Real brain sharpening is not about doing random little tricks and hoping your IQ becomes allergic to mediocrity. It's about building a system. Challenge your mind, sleep properly, move your body, reduce distraction, use novelty wisely, and train yourself to stay with hard things. Because a sharper mind is not built by doing more, it's built by adapting better. And honestly, that's probably more useful than memorizing 25 random numbers on a square while pretending you've unlocked enlightenment.